One day a farmer was walking around his property when he came upon an egg that had been abandoned in a nest, and he didn't see the bird there, so he decided to take the egg home and put it in his chicken coop to see if one of the chickens would hatch it, and one of them did. A couple of weeks later, the egg hatched, and to the farmer's surprise, it was an eagle, and he didn't want to get rid of it, so he decided to wait and see if the chickens would adopt it, and they did. And as the eagle grew, it started to act like one of the chickens. It would peck at the ground for food, for worms, and it would squawk like them. But the most amazing thing is that it would walk on the ground like a chicken. It never learned to fly. One day the eagle was outside in the barnyard when she looked up and she saw another eagle circling around high up in the sky. She'd never seen another eagle before, so she asked her adopted chicken mom, "What is that? What is that up there? Who is that?" And the chicken replied, "Oh, that is an eagle. They're so majestic, aren't they? Now come inside. Let's go into the chicken coop. It's getting late." So what do you think happened next? Well, there's several different endings, potential endings to this story. One is that the eagle followed her chicken mom into the coop. That's kind of a sad ending. Another ending is that the eagle looked up and just felt this innate urge in her to take off and fly, and so she took off and flew. And that's a better ending, but if the story represents us, we know that sometimes making this change isn't as easy as it sounds. Sometimes we need a little nudge. We need a little encouragement, which is why there's a third ending. And that is that as the chicken eagle looked up into the sky, the other eagle flying above saw her and flew down. And he approached her and said with surprise, "What are you doing here?" She responded, "What do you mean? I live here." He said, "But you're not a chicken. You're an eagle." "I am," she said. "Yes," said the other eagle. "So do you want to stay here? Or do you want to come with me and fly?" She thought for a moment, and then the two of them took off and soared out of sight. So I don't know where that story's from, but I like it. And I like this ending because it is the story of God and his people. It is the story of God and us. Since the beginning of creation, God has been calling his people to be like eagles, to soar to the heights of heaven. He created us with such love and gave us such great dignity, but time and time again, we preferred to live on the ground like chickens. Through fasting, prayer, and almsgiving, God reveals to us anew that we are not meant to meander around on the ground, but to soar to him in the heights. The question we must ask ourselves during this Lent and all our lives is, do we accept this invitation as the woman at the well did, as Paul did? For we can always choose to return to the chicken coop, or we can let Jesus teach us how to soar.